What up, guys? This is Mighty Joe Engineer, and today I've got a session on Logic X. Just upgrading my system. Right. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about vocals and plugins. So how to get a good lead vocal sounding pretty good. You know what I mean? Right. So right. Because I've just upgraded my system. Some of my plugins aren't recognizable. So let me move this up here, like so. Right, so yeah, so we're just looping this part here, right? Let's make that a little bit bigger. Right, so we've got the V-Comp by Waves. Brilliant compressor. Gives like a real character. So I will play it.
Turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC against me, it's a mismatch. Yeah, 16 bars and I whiplashed. I got my pen and my pad, let me kick back. Give me 2 pints, I'm a wingman. And I'm getting high with no zigzags. Set the mic alight with no lip match. Heartless couldn't call me Tim Man.
Right, so I've set it, like a little bit of input, little bit of output, and with it off, it sounds like this.
Turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC
So let's mute the ad libs. So just got lead vocal now.
turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC against me, it's a mismatch.
So as you can see, even with it off, it's still lacking depth. So we'll put that back on.
Turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC against me, it's a mismatch.
So it's got a bit of body to it. And then we've got center. And for me, this is just it. I wouldn't say every vocal, but if you're using plugins and stuff, then you should get center from Waves, because I always believe that the lead vocal should be in the center, and then if you have background vocals, then you can pan them and spread them, etc. But for your verse can't even speak. For your first lead vocal, I think you should put center on it, to center it pretty much. Yeah. So with that off, it sounds like this.
Turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC against me, it's a mismatch. 16 bars and I whiplashed. I got my pen and my pad, let me.
And then with it on.
Turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC against me, it's a mismatch. 16 bars and I whiplashed. I got my pen and my pad, let me kick back.
It just gives it a bit of depth, you know what I mean? So let's close that. So then, and then we've got the VEQ3, and this is it's based on a Neve 1073 and a Neve 1081 preamp or EQ. And I just think with this you can just add so much character, and even if you've got like a cheap microphone, I think using the wave stuff, you can still get a good sound. So yeah, so they're the settings I've got for his vocal. Got the analog enabled, so it gives it a bit of harmonic distortion. We've got the EQ enabled, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't work. Now this is your high pass filter, so I've got it set to 80 because I want a bit of low frequencies here, because you can set it to like 300 this is like more if you've got a fan in the background, or humming, or air conditioning, etc. You can cut the rumble out by just using a high pass filter. So if I it's on 80 now, so if I do it to say 300, you can tell.
Turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC against me, it's a mismatch.
Whereas 80.
Turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC against me, it's a mismatch.
So and then, you know, even if I turn it off,
Turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC against me, it's a mismatch.
just a bit too much mud for me. So, you know, I use a high pass filter to cut just enough mud out without keeping, you know, without affecting the low end. So you cutting them unwanted frequencies that you just don't want, pretty much, and then you can add as much, you know, low frequency. I call it warmth. You know, if you're adding warmth to a vocal, then you can do it by adding low frequency. So if you add 110 hertz on a normal EQ, so 110, so 110. So if you just boost that frequency, you're gonna get warmth in the vocal. So right, so yeah, so and then I've got a little bit of mid range, not much, 1.7 dB in the 1.2 region, because this fitted his voice. You know, I didn't do all these settings just for everyone. You know, if I'm recording and I've got, like, you know, another rapper come in, I don't use the same settings because he'll have a completely different voice to, you know, this guy here. Sorry. Right, and then we got high frequency. So I use this for vocals to cut through. So you've got your warmth, your middle. Sorry, that's my dog, German Shepherd. Buddy, shh, no, good boy. Yeah. So high frequencies. Got it on 10K, and then I'm boosting around 4 dB. My EQ is 0.6. You don't really want to, for this, you don't really want to crank your output because that's where distortion comes into play. Right, so, and then obviously with everything.
Turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC against me, it's a mismatch. 16 bars and a whiplash. I got my pen and my pad, let me kick back. Give me 2 pints, I'm a wingman. And I'm getting high with no zigzags. Set the mic alight with no lip match. Heartless couldn't call me Tim Man.
So if I turn all them plugins off, you know, this is what it sounds like.
Turn up the beat and I'll kill that. And the MC against me, it's a mismatch. 16 bars and a whiplash. I got my pen and my pad, let me kick back.
So as you can imagine, you can add, you know, quite a lot of flavour. I don't need that EQ on because I was just showing it for demonstration. Right, so, and then for the ad libs, you know, normally I spread them pretty much the same. Normally I don't have center on. I don't know why that's on the ad lib, but normally I just yeah, I normally pan them or spread them, you know, use a stereo spreader and you just spread it and it creates a nice sound. Yeah, so that's all for today, guys. Cheers.